So deontology does not deal solely with intentions in the traditional sense. It also deals with duties and obligations.
Like what someone should do in a given situation.
Yes. When we are talking about duties, we can understand them better with a scenario and asking ourselves what should be done, or what we ourselves would accept. So pick an occupation.
Okay, a doctor.
Good choice. Let's say, for example, that a doctor just got word that his whole family was killed in a car accident by a drunk driver. Moments later, he is asked to perform emergency surgery on a drunk driver who just caused an accident.
Okay, obviously the doctor would feel conflicted about helping a drunk driver when his family was just killed by one.
Very true. But here we are dealing with personal versus professional duties.
Like what someone should do because of their occupation versus what their personal obligations are.
Perfectly said. So now that you understand that part, what should the doctor do?
Well, the doctor should help the injured driver, but I can't explain why.
Okay, well, let's think about it like this. When you go to the hospital, are you there to see a man, a woman, or just a doctor?
A doctor. If I'm injured, I would not care which gender the doctor is.
Ah, so it's the profession that we need to consider above all other things here.
I guess so.
Also, would we want doctors to be professional when they are operating, or when they are on duty?
Of course. Otherwise, why would we go to doctors if they are not going to treat us?
Good, so we as a society would prefer to have professionals act according to their professions. From a duty standpoint, the doctor should put aside his personal life and treat his patient.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
Well, if we are able to universalize and blanket that action across every situation similar to the one in question, then it can be said to be a moral action.
Okay, what about a firefighter?
Another perfect example. Let's say, for example, that you are a fireman. You get a call that your neighbor's house is on fire. When you finally get there, you see the flames have nearly reached the top floor with the family screaming for help.
Easy.
I am not finished. Seeing how large the fire is, you radioing for more help, but your small team is the only one for miles.
Still pretty easy.
Still not finished. As you approach the house, you also hear screams coming from your own house. Although your house is not on fire, you can hear that someone in your house is in trouble.
Wow, that is a tough one.
Given that scenario, who would you help first?
I don't know.
Well, according to your last answer, we would want all professionals to act according to their professions. Right?
Right.
So why is this any different?
The scenario hits home. I mean, my family is obviously in trouble.
Well, that has yet to be determined. You have no idea who is making that noise. But what you do know is that a family is trapped in their top floor because of a fire, which is the sole purpose of your occupation.
I guess you are right. If I were to say that it would be okay for me to run and help my family, then I would have to be okay with all professions to put their personal lives before their professions. That being said, I think that the fireman should help the neighbors before his own family. I think he has a professional obligation to uphold. The same goes for the doctor.
Remember that this is not saying that everyone who does otherwise is immoral. This is just philosophical dialogue to help you to understand deontology. But you have just expressed an argument of professionalism over personal ethics using deontology.